and not listen to other people that are giving me advice. I think particularly when you become a new mum, everyone's got the best advice. Will tell you that you're doing things wrong if you're not doing it their way, or they've read a particular research and this is the new way of doing things. And it can be very confusing and very overwhelming as a new parent in particular, and this happens throughout motherhood, of knowing exactly, am I doing everything right? Am I doing something that's dangerous, or should I be doing it this way because that person says this, or this new research says to do it this way? And I think it's very important to keep in mind the 4 things we spoke about in Perfect Mum in my book, and I've raised these throughout these videos as well, which is what I call the 4 quadrants, and the things that we really need to be focusing on when we're a parent. So rather than focusing on how you're actually doing something, focusing on the outcome. So what is actually happening as a result of my behavior? So is my child healthy, happy, safe, and secure? They're the only 4 things that we should be focusing on. So if someone comes to you and tells you should be doing it this way, then you ask yourself, well, with the way that I'm doing things, is my child healthy, happy, safe, and secure? If your child's not one of these things, then yes, maybe it's time to think about, I should be doing something a different way. But if you can honestly look at your child and say, look, my child is really healthy, happy, safe, and secure, why would I change something else just because you tell me that it's the way that you raised your child, or whatever it is? So, a good example of this is, when I became a mum, I speak about this in my book, Perfect Mum, my first child, that I had this expectation that I was going to put my child to sleep in a separate room, or bring her into my room, but she was going to be in a cot. We were going to not be co-sleeping, just having it on a schedule, that she was going to, feed at a particular time. And I had it all written out in a spreadsheet because I'm very organized. And of course, when my child came, she was not at all like this. And one of the things that we discovered over time was that she had a slow to warm up temperament, which is one of the things that we talk about in my course, the Calm Parenting course. We talk a lot about temperament. And once I worked that out about her, I realized that she is someone that takes time to adjust to things and to separate and so on. So, it took a while to work that out. And in the meantime, I thought, well, what am I going to do? Because I could not put her into the cot. I could not put her into the pram. She would scream in the pram. So I had, of course, friends of mine, very good friends of mine, saying, I'll come over there and I'll help you, and I'll get this kid to sleep, and you should do this. And of course, I tried some of these methods, and my child would just scream and scream and scream, and there was no end to that screaming. And so, what was I going to do? So I had to end up changing my entire theory of how I was going to do things, and ended up having to co-sleep with her and very, very slowly wean her off that. And, I had people saying to me, your child's never going to be able to sleep alone. She's never going to be independent. She's 12 years old now, and she sleeps very comfortably in her own room and is very happy to be in her own room and couldn't wait to be in her own room. So I think that this is the thing to think about, that, at the time when I was doing that co-sleeping, it was really stressful because, I did have a lot of people saying their opinions on this, and I just kept saying to myself, okay, is she safe? Is she happy? Is she secure? These are the things is she healthy? As long as I'm focusing on these things, and I made sure I was so careful, because I was so paranoid, because I was not someone that was raised with co-sleeping. It was not natural to me. It was something that was very anxiety provoking for me because I had not planned it. But I had to go with the flow and give her what she needed in order to make sure that she was healthy, happy, safe, and secure. If I'd gone with the ways that other people had told me to do things, then I would not have had a happy child. I would not have had a safe child. She would have been screaming and screaming. She was going blue from screaming. So it didn't matter which way I tried things. I needed to give this kid more comfort, more security, until she was able to then sleep on her own. So it's very important to keep that in mind. People are telling you what to do. Think about, hang on, what's the outcome I'm trying to achieve here? And as long as I'm doing those 4 things, I think I'm okay. The next question that I have is about being healthy. And I had one woman that has sent me a message just to say, what happens if I'm already healthy, but I still can't get my child to listen to me? Well, the health is the foundation. So we talk about being healthy as a foundation in order to give you the energy and the sustainability, the vitality to be able to then respond when your child is acting out, and to give your child the calm parenting tools that we're going to then talk about in video 3. So it's very important to have that as a base, but then, yes, the next things is about actually putting these things into practice and actually using the tools. And when you feel your best, you have the energy to put these things into practice. You don't feel like yelling and screaming and so on. So we're going to go more into this mental health and physical health in video 2. So I hope that you'll join me then, and have a great day.